Good evening. You're listening to the Garden City Community Chat Show with your hosts Carrie, Tom, and Mike. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Well, hello, Garden City and all our surrounding neighbors. Want to give a shout out to Westland, Canton, Dearborn Heights, Dearborn, Livonia, Inkster, just to name a few. Welcome to episode number 726 of the Garden City Community Chat Show. It's Thursday, November 13th, 2025. We're so happy you could be with us tonight. We hope you're all safe and doing well. I am your host, Carrie, and also joining me tonight is former Councilman Mike Jones. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing great, Carrie. Thank you.
Also, Dr. Tom isn't in there yet, so we'll wait for him to sign in. But he is our favorite meteorologist here in Garden City. Tom's going to be here shortly, hopefully, with the current and up-to-date forecast for you, so stay tuned for that. Tonight, we're happy to welcome back Garden City Mayor Mark Jacobs. We'll be chatting with him shortly, so please stay tuned. Also, I believe that's Tom coming in now. Hello, Tom. There he is. How you doing? You there?
Howdy, howdy.
Hello. Oh, you froze up for a minute there.
Hello.
All right, well, we'll get to Tom here shortly. Also, let me mention real quick, if you're watching us live on Facebook or YouTube, go ahead and post your questions and comments in the comments section. You can find us live right now on Facebook at facebook.com/GCChat, and over on our YouTube channel, just search for the Garden City Community Chat Show. You can also email your questions to us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com, and we'll do our best to get them answered for you. Remember, we're here to promote not only our community, but yours as well. And speaking of community, if your community organization or business has any events, announcements, or cancellations that you'd like to get out to our listeners, what should they do, Mike?
Well, they should probably email us, Carrie.
Yes, email the details to us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com, or message us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/GCChat. Mike would be more than happy to pass that information along. Remember, you're always welcome to come on the show and promote your community or business or organization anytime. Doesn't cost you a dime. We also encourage any local business to check out and join the Garden City Business Alliance. See what great things they can do for you. For more information, head on over to their website at gardencitybusinessalliance.org. Okay, we're going to get Tom in here now with a check of this weather, see what he's got in store for us, and then we'll be chatting with Mayor Mark Jacobs. Stand by for Tom. Okay, let's do a check on weather with Doppler Tom. Let's see what he has in store for the rest of this week and the weekend coming up. Tom, take it away. So what do we got? We got a warm-up coming?
A little warm up. Nothing too exciting, but
Teeny.
at least there's no snow in the forecast, so that's a plus.
Hey.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike, settle down over there. Not quite yet. Here's where we're at right now, though. We are in the lower 40s at this point, and our skies are clearing out. They've been fairly sunny all day today, and they remain fairly clear. And overall, we will get into the mid-30s overnight tonight. We'll see a little bit more buildup of cloud cover as we get after midnight, but overall, the temperatures will stay just a tad above freezing tonight, given that blanket of clouds out there, and nothing too shabby. We're going to wake up with temperatures again in the mid-30s. To end the work week, we will continue to see the overall influence of cloud cover during the morning hours. This cloud cover will break up as we go throughout the day tomorrow, and our temperatures will continue to respond as they have been the last couple days. It's not much, but each day is a degree or two warmer than it is the prior day, and our winds are finally relaxing as well. I know they've been fairly gusty at times, keeping things fairly chilly at times out there. And overall, to end the work week on this Friday, we will be ending in the low 50s, so not too shabby there for November standards. And overall, dry conditions will continue. And as we go into Friday night and into Saturday morning, overall influence of low temperatures will remain probably around 40 degrees. So not too shabby in that regard. We're going to be seeing a little bit of a warm up. It's kind of unusual as we go into the day on Saturday. We will be seeing the overall influence of our temperatures actually rising during the morning. We're going to see kind of I would say a low around midnight, around 40, and then we're just going to be rising because a warm front's going to be moving in during the overnight hours of Friday night into Saturday. And by the time we get around the afternoon hours, it will be a little bit cloudy though. Not a whole lot of sunshine on Saturday, but it will probably be a dry day, and temperatures will probably get into the low to mid 60s. Now, that's a pretty stark, remarkable temperature as we are already getting it close to mid-November at this point. So enjoy that as you will, because things will definitely be chilling down behind this cold front that's going to be moving in over the weekend. But before that, Saturday, temperatures will be warm in the 60s, so enjoy it. Otherwise, we will continue to see the overall influence of this cold front moving in on Sunday. It will begin to drop our temperatures down into the 40s as we go into the afternoon hours of Sunday. Overall, a little bit more sunshine will return on Sunday as well, as we see the overall influence of a little bit more of a chillier air mass as we go into the end of the weekend. But overall, more dry than anything as we go throughout a good chunk of the next couple days and into the weekend. We will continue to overall have some cooler air as we go into the new work week as well. So starting on Monday the 17th, we will start out probably in the upper 20s for morning lows as we go into the new work week. And overall, much of now of next week, our highs won't get out of the 40s. So it's just going to be one warm day on Saturday before we start to bring more, I would say, seasonable temperatures back into the region. Overall, no cold air is going to really mix with any moisture at this point, given that things don't really line up. So that's good news, given that we don't want to see any more snow, because we saw a little bit this past week. But overall, temperatures will be in the low 40s as we go into the new work week on a Monday. And as we roll into that Tuesday time frame, again, the overall influence remains fairly consistent, remaining well into the low to mid potential 40s, continuing during the daytime hours of the new work week. And our overnight lows next week will probably be right around 30 degrees. So just getting tadly below the freezing mark each morning. But overall, not a whole lot of rain is going to be in the forecast, despite what this says. These are very low end chances, about 10 to 20% chance. So a lot of dry time will be mixed into this picture. There could be maybe a straight light shower or two, but mainly dry throughout a good chunk of each day. So go into the mid next week on Wednesday. Again, low to mid 40s will remain the feature. And overall, the overnight lows will get a little bit more chillier each night. Now, we could see a little bit of rain coming in as we go into mid to late week as well, but you see our temperatures remaining above freezing, so there's no concern for any wintry weather at this point. Next Thursday, overall, the influence will continue. We'll probably deal with a little bit of rain toward the end of next week again. Overall, temperatures will remain relatively consistent, probably in the mid to upper 40s, so just a little bit warmer given that southerly wind at the bottom you can see on the chart. So overall, no wintry concerns whatsoever. So enjoy this little last gasp of maybe some warmer conditions, and I use that term loosely for 40s as being warm, but overall to end next week on Friday, you can see the general gist of it remaining fairly consistent, with maybe a little bit of rain still mixed into the day at times, and our temperatures into the upper 40s. So overall, that's generally where we're at for the weather picture. A little bit of a warm up for one day on Saturday ahead of the cold front. Cold front brings us back to reality with some more 40s back into the picture for daytime highs, and temperatures in the upper 20s to lower 30s for overnight lows next week. But in the meantime, definitely looking forward to the brief warm up on Saturday, because it's definitely been on the chilly side this last past week for sure. So a little bit of a reality check as we go further into November and even into December soon enough. So Otherwise, there isn't too much going on out there in the weather picture. You can see we're still fairly quiet across the board. As things kind of load up, it's kind of lagging a little bit, but overall, obviously, the bigger story outside of the weather has been the northern lights. Unfortunately, it was cloudy here when it was fairly prevalent across much of the United States. Kind of on Tuesday, I believe. Yeah, Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning. But overall, nevertheless, things continue to kind of calm down with that. We aren't really expecting any more northern lights to really be prevalent anymore. But you can see as the general picture continues to show, we're just going to remain fairly consistently not too busy with our pattern. So this weather site's kind of delaying a little bit, so we're going to kind of end it here. But if you want to keep tuned to all my local weather information, just go to DopplerTomsWeather.com, and it will keep you updated as we continue to deal with a little bit of a warm mid-November. So enjoy that, and no snow to speak of. So I know you and I are excited about that.
Not too bad, really. I'll take 40s all winter.
Yeah.
That's okay with me. All right. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
We will see you next week.
Sounds good, guys.
Have a good night. All right. Before we get to the mayor, I know he would want me to mention that the next city council meeting is going to be Monday, November 17th, 7 p.m. in the council chambers located at 6000 Middle Belt Road. These meetings are a good way for you to connect, get involved, and voice any concerns that you may have as well. All right, we're going to introduce our guest for tonight. We appreciate him always making time for us. Please welcome Garden City Mayor Mark Jacobs to the show. Hey, thanks for being here, Mayor.
Good evening, gentlemen. How are you guys doing tonight?
Doing great.
Doing good.
Hopefully Mrs. Barton is recovering nicely and getting around.
She's doing very well, very well. Thank you.
Good,
Yep.
good.
Yeah, it was rough going there for a while, I'll tell you. Ooh.
Surgery's not fun.
No, it's not. It's not. That's for sure. So let me bring up your information here, and then we'll get into community vision. What's your main vision or priority for Garden City over the next year or so?
I think going forward, I think we're looking at ordinances and really seeing how we can continue to make it easier for residents to move in, businesses to open and get started, help them as much as possible. I think we really improved that in the last couple of years. We brought on a community development director that's helped out with streamlining a lot of the processes. I think we have a 7-point process now, how to open a business and what you need to do. And I think that's really helped. And I've heard from a lot of the businesses that have opened that it has simplified the process. And then we've also tackled, we just got done with tackling the food truck issue. And I think we're moving on to some rental properties, how we can strengthen the city's regulations on them, so we're not getting slumlords and anything else coming in, that we can kind of control what we're getting into.
Right, have a little more control over that.
Right.
I was surprised last week we had the fire marshal on. Remember, Mike?
Yes.
He doesn't. They don't inspect rental properties, and that's hopefully going to change.
They do. The fire marshals should be. The building department should be.
Okay.
They do them. Now, the issue that you have is some people won't register as a rental owner.
Right.
Okay. So we have to track them down. And, you know, if there's a penalty or a bigger penalty for us having to chase you down and find out that you're a rental, then there should be a penalty for that. And if you're a repeat offender over and over and over again, there should be some additional penalties involved there. You know, and that's what we're going to be looking at coming up in the future.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've started on that, but they should be doing fire inspections. They should be doing building inspections when they register as a rental.
Right. Yeah, he does do that. I know that. I was just maybe I got it wrong. I can't remember. I do have a question from one of our listeners in there. What is the city doing to attract new and exciting businesses to come to Garden City? Well, I think you streamlined it a little bit there, right? There's only 7 points now to open.
We've streamlined it to, I believe it's a 7-point, how to open, start to finish, what you need to do to open the business. And I think that's a key helping out. And I think it's working because if you go up and down Ford Road, we're opening businesses all the time, which I think is great. I don't know, I've been here a little while. You've been here a little while. There's a lot of activity going on around Garden City on Ford Road, especially, not to mention on Inkster and on Warren and even Middle Belt. We're opening businesses.
Yeah, that's what was going to be my next question. If you could share any upcoming projects or improvements that residents should be excited about.
Well, one of my big goals or arguments since I got on council in 2015 was get rid of the blight of Frankie's.
Yeah.
They finally got rid of it. That's coming along. Family Heating Cooling's remodeling and open up. I just did a grand open ribbon cutting for NARS, the Brazilian Steakhouse on Ford Road. So there's a lot of activity going on. Folkers is going to be hopefully starting relatively soon. I know it takes a little while, and they're getting their financing and brownfield stuff in place, and then hopefully they'll get going. And I think once they get going, I think that's going to spur hopefully the Kmart property that's been sold, but to get them motivated to get going further.
Yeah. What any plans for the Kmart property yet? It's just been sold, or
it's been sold, and everything else is a rumor.
Yeah.
I don't want to say anything, but what I personally would like to see is something like what they're going to do at the old Orange Jewelers, maybe commercial, residential, bring people into the city and still have places to either shop or eat or both. It's a big enough property to do a whole lot of, I think, a whole lot of good things with.
Yeah. Yeah, I got up on the screen here. There's Frankie's and also the concept drawing for Family Heating, and they're really going to town on that.
Yeah, they've really picked it up lately.
Yeah. And then Golden Feather, I think there's some movement there as well, the old Golden Feather building.
They had a few issues with the building, but they're moving forward. That's going to be I believe a daycare, some sort of daycare youth thing. Care facility. The CVS on Brant has been sold or leased, and that's, I believe, going to be an autistic facility. So we're filling up all the buildings. Which is good. There's what we just cut the ribbon on, I believe last week.
Yeah,
and food is really good. I will say that.
Let's see. Let me get into something else. How can residents get more involved in city initiatives and share their ideas with local leaders?
There's a couple ways. We all have emails, and I get a lot a day, which is fine. That's good. I try to respond to them all. Sometimes it all gets intermixed, and I don't get to them, or I'll pass on some stuff to the department that it should be handling it. I do a mayor's forum every couple months, try to get people in that maybe don't like to talk on camera, or a little more private. It's not on TV, it's not televised, and a lot of times people like that. They're a little more open and vocal. It's not as formal. I know a couple council members, they host every couple weeks, a little meeting at Radcliffe Center,
Mhm.
and everybody has an email again. And, I have a voicemail at the office that I get to, a few times a week, 3, 4 times a week I'll get into, and then come to council meeting.
Yeah.
We're always available and willing to talk and listen to ideas.
Yeah, a lot of ways to get in touch with any of you, really. You're all pretty much transparent.
Yes.
Councilman Dominic King's in there watching. He says the fire marshal inspects multifamily rentals and the building department inspects single family rentals.
There you go.
There you go. Thank you, Dominic. Appreciate that.
Yep.
Michael Bingo, he seems to think that Greenland owns the Kmart property and they're going to put a large market in there.
Again, a lot of rumors. I know one person in the group that bought the property, what they're planning on doing with it. It's all speculation, and I'm not real good at rumors.
Yeah.
What you hear is a lot of times not what's going to happen.
Right.
Some of the things I've heard, it's great, but I'm not willing to put it out there till somebody actually announces it.
Right.
I can give rumors all day.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't blame you. That's for sure. You want to be certain. What are some of the biggest challenges Garden City's facing right now, and how is the council and yourself addressing them?
I would say one of our biggest issues is probably trust and transparency moving forward. As much as we try to be as transparent as possible, it doesn't always come off that way. I believe we've moved forward on the trust issue. I believe people are really believing what we're saying. Maybe not so much as possibly in the past. And again, a lot of it's perception. We try to talk to everybody at council meetings. We try to give answers when we can.
Right.
But again, there's some things that come up after, or so be it. And we have to kind of be careful what we put out there and what we say. But for the most part, I think just gaining everybody's trust. Again, it's politics. And right now, politics is like the most evil word there is. And it goes from local to state to federal. It goes everywhere. That you say politics or politician, and it's a trust issue. And half the time I can't argue with them because I have some of the same concerns.
You're absolutely right. I mean, it's never been so divided as it is now, and it's not a great time to be a politician, for sure.
It's terrible.
It is. It really is, and it's sad, but
it is. It is because it's when I ran for office, or when I run for everything I do is what's best for the community.
And
it's
not your own personal agenda.
Yeah, it's not a party one side or the other. It's what's best for Garden City. And that's what it should. That's when you're elected. That's what it's supposed to be. You're looking out for your community, your city, your state, your county, whatever you're elected to. Your goal is to take care of the people.
Yeah,
that's what you're representing. Who you're representing,
and be able to work together too. The council and the mayor all have to work together, right?
Yeah, and I would say our council right now, we're working really well together. We don't always agree on everything, but we can agree to disagree. We can have discussions on things, and for the most part, we have come to compromises and work together on the different issues. And I think that's key.
Yeah.
And then support what the majority wants.
Right.
I've always had an issue with if it's a 5-2 vote, the two people going, no, we're not going to we don't like that. We're disagree. If that's what the majority feels is best for the city moving forward, I believe that's what you support. I think you go with that and you make that decision to be positive
Mhm.
instead of it's not what I wanted, so I'm going to be against it and I'm going to, degrade it.
Right. They can have their opinions, but they should support whatever the majority wants, what's best for the city.
Sure, because everybody hears different people in the community, so everybody's going to have different opinions.
Yeah. Yeah. I do have another question. Did you start an ethics committee, and how come they haven't had any meetings?
The ethics committee is a committee that when somebody brings up an ethical question, typically it's going to be on a council, mayor, an elected official, because city employees are under union contracts. That's when you have a meeting.
Mhm.
If there aren't any ethical questions, there's no meetings. I believe when we started this, one of our points was Westlands had one, probably about 7 years now, and I think they've only met once or twice.
Wow.
So it's not a commission that meets weekly or monthly or 2 months. It's when a complaint or an issue comes up that they're required to or asked to meet on and discuss it and see if there is an issue to move forward on.
Okay. Okay. Hope that answers their question. What inspired you to serve as mayor, and what has been the most rewarding part of the job so far?
You guys have been around a little while. You probably remember the days of 3, 4, 5 hour meetings.
Oh,
That's when I started watching it on TV.
yeah.
And that got me involved. And I've been in the city for a long time. I've been here my entire life, actually.
Mhm.
And I thought I could make a difference. I think I could. I think I relate to a lot of the residents. I get along with a lot of the residents. I know I'm not all their favorites, but that was my main goal. It's just I thought I could help the city, and I think with all our committees and commissions, if you ask them, I think that's why they get involved. They feel, and I feel, that we have something to contribute, and we want to get involved and make our voice heard, and hopefully move the city forward.
Mhm.
The most rewarding, I'd say, it's the interaction with the residents and the kids. I do a lot of stuff with the schools, and I think it's great. The kids, they may be your toughest critic. Also, they're the most honest.
Yeah, they are.
They have no filter and no agenda. So what they ask you is, it's reality. But they're awesome. I love interacting with the kids. Sometimes some of their questions are tough to answer, but they're fun and they want to be involved. I know Douglas had I think Douglas Memorial had they were starting their own podcast in school.
Really?
And I was their first guest, and I still have some of the kids come up and say, "You were our guest," and it's awesome. And it's in the school, and it was phenomenal, and they had awesome questions. It's kind of like just being here, and there was a panel, and they just had phenomenal questions, and the interaction is great.
That's fantastic.
And I absolutely love it.
That's great. That's great. Dan Bartley from DSD Sports Chat, he goes, do you have any long-term goals in mind for the city you can share? And would you like to make an announcement on our show? I know you made one on Facebook.
Well, long-term, I'll start with the long-term goals. My long-term goals are kind of what I started with. When I ran for mayor a couple years ago, I ran on 3 main things. I wanted to open up the communication line with all the groups and commissions and everybody, schools, library, everybody. I thought it had kind of lacked, and I think we've done that. Everybody, I believe, knows they can come to City Hall. They can meet with me, administration. We're open. We'll listen. May not always agree, but we have that open line of communication. So I think that was one goal. A real big one, I really pushed for an economic development director or community development director. And,
Great.
I got a little pushback on that, but I thought it was a way to move the city forward. And I believe with Matt there, and he's working with the DDA and with the city, I think that's really helped us fill in all these empty buildings. And I think we're down somewhere around 2% vacancy rate for our properties,
Wow.
which I think is phenomenal. I know it's better in Westland or Dearborn Heights or anywhere else.
Mhm.
I still want to move it forward.
Mhm.
And I think that's probably where I want to keep going. We got the Folkers, the Orange Jewelers property that we want to move on. We still got another big property down by the old Stu Evans Metropolitan that's vacant.
Yeah. Any movement there?
Uh,
Yeah, they're trying to do
what's that, Mike?
Yeah, I
they're
don't-
trying to, they're dividing it into north and south areas where they're going to have businesses and what have you. One on the north side, but
Yeah, there's a few ideas out there. Again, a lot of rumors. So nothing. Again, I'm not going to say, oh, I think this is coming in or that's coming. But I believe there is some interest generating in there. And again, I think Garden City's really filling up. I did a thing at the beginning of the year where we celebrated businesses that have been in business at least 30 years. And I was surprised because I went to them all and there was over 90,
wow.
which I thought was incredible. And then I got yelled at because they said, how come it doesn't say over 50? We've been here 60 years. So, but, I just thought that was phenomenal that we had over 90 businesses at the time with 30 plus years in the city.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put some of those up in a few minutes once we get through.
Okay.
But are you seeking re-election?
Oh yeah, you wanted my. I did post on Facebook, and I am running for re-election. I'll cut to the chase. Yes, I am. I posted it. I've enjoyed the 3 years so far. I think we're moving in the right direction. I want to keep it going. I think we have a good council working together, and we'll see how it plays out. But again, I know not everybody loves me or is happy with me, but I think overall, I've kept my campaign promises from 3 years ago, and I'm looking forward to continuing the growth that we're going in, or where we're going.
Okay, awesome. Congrats.
Well, thank you.
Good luck.
Mrs. Chat has a lengthy question here, and this is something that you can possibly run on as well we would really like to see the city take a more hard-handed approach on the ongoing blight within our community. A few months ago, we met with the chief of police about the blight, continued and repeat offenders, and basically were told to just keep reporting it. Shouldn't the city be more proactive? The blight affects our property values, and it's a snowball effect. Yes, we know the court doesn't always enforce repeat offenders, but something more needs to be done. Rant over. Thank you.
And that goes to our ordinances.
Yeah.
Like I said, with rentals, we're also looking at doing that with the blight. If you're a repeat offender, we're gonna up the fines.
Yeah.
And again, like she said, a lot of times it goes to court, and it's a process. We have properties that we ticket and they dismiss, or they say you fixed it, or you cut the grass, or you did this. We do have some things in the works that we have some ideas on that I'm not quite ready to share yet. And when we get it all finalized with administration, I think the city and the residents and Mrs. Chat will be happy with. But
Okay, you get on the show.
it is a work in progress,
Okay.
but it is on the radar. Blight is a big issue with us, and
Awesome.
but that's a hard one to deal with because it's not just us being able to slap somebody's hand and make them do something. It's a process.
Yeah. You definitely got to have a paper trail for sure.
Yes. Yes.
Let's see. Karen Downey says she would like to see more police patrolling the neighborhoods. Well, that's kind of tough, isn't it, right now? There has been some cuts, right?
There haven't been cuts, but we don't have as many officers as we'd like to on the road patrol.
Right.
We are running a thin program right now. Hopefully, as we move forward and we get our budget squared away a little more, I think we're looking at some ordinance officers to help with the blight and the ordinance situations. And we're also looking at hopefully hiring a couple more police officers and moving in that direction, which would help. I don't know offhand the number. I know we're down a little bit. And then if you have an injury or a sickness, guys are working a lot of hours, but we definitely, I agree with her with Miss Downey there that I agree. I'd love to see more police on the roads. That's probably one of the bigger complaints I get is that, they speed, they go through this stop sign all the time. I sit it there, the yield sign, they don't yield. We need more police over here or over there. And,
that's in the news every day, speeding, stopping through stop signs. I mean, I see every community has that.
Yes. Again, it's hard, and
it is.
You'd have to hire a police officer for every corner to be able to control it. And, we've helped. I think it's helped with our speed limit signs that we put up. We put up a few.
Mhm.
That seems to have slowed some people down with the speeding. But it's never going to be perfect, because if it was perfect, we wouldn't need jails and we wouldn't need police.
Right.
So, it's just a continuing battle, and hopefully we're in the right spots at the right time to patrol it and get it under control. And in the meantime, we're going to try and get our budget to where we can bring more people on.
Yeah, that would really solve a lot of it right there.
Sure.
Let's see. Dan Bartley, Mark, you have always been so kind to my grandma Betty. It's truly appreciated, and I respect that deeply.
I'm assuming Betty lives near me. If that's the Betty I think it is.
Yeah.
Very, very nice lady. I always talk to her during the summer and that. And, it's again, that's probably the best part of my job is engaging with the residents and talking with people all over the city. You go to eat and people want to talk, and I know some people say, doesn't that get annoying or aggravating? No, people want to talk, people want to be heard, and again, that goes back to how do you talk to people? There's a good time and a bad time to catch it, but for the most part, I'm always available, and if you see me somewhere, I'll talk, and as long as it's not a half hour and my wife gets mad at me, but short conversations, and you want to point something out, I'm always game for listening.
Yeah, it goes along with the job, and I can confirm that you do make yourself available. I mean, whenever I've had a question, you've always answered it. So
thank you. That's part of my job, I believe.
Derek, he says, for the first time in 15 years, Garden City Community Chat is not the only podcast in Garden City. Yeah.
I think someone's cutting in on your territory, Kerry.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not sure who that is, but I'll let you explain that one.
We'll
Yeah.
take the competition.
over there at Douglas or whatever. Michael Bingo wants you. Can you confirm that Greenland owns the Kmart property? Can you confirm that?
I can confirm that somebody involved with Greenland is part of the group that bought
Big
that.
Conglomerate.
I believe it's a group that owns Greenland. I believe one of that group is part of the group that bought the Kmart property. I honestly don't look at it because there's not a lot I can do with it.
Right.
You know, if I run into somebody that they say is involved, I will ask. I have asked, when I see people, where we're at, are we going to do anything? I've reached out to people. In that particular case, I believe it, but again, it's, how big of an involvement is Greenland? I don't know.
Right.
It could be one individual person out of a group of 3, 4, 10 people that own Greenland, and maybe 1 or 2 or 1 is with another group that bought this property. So to say that Greenland is the owner, I don't know that that's completely accurate.
Yeah, he seems to think for sure he knows that they do. So I don't know. Maybe he should be mayor, huh?
Nah, Mike's a good guy. He's
Yeah.
again. I don't want to spread rumors. I don't want to assume anything. I could say, oh yeah, it's the guys that own Greenland, but that doesn't mean they're going to put a Greenland there.
Right.
They could have a completely different plan. So to me, it doesn't really matter if it's an owner there or not. What they're planning on doing with it, until they come out with it and give us a plan or a sketch, it's, they could put a big building up and white box it, but
right now it's just all talk. We don't know for sure, and when we do, we'll find out. Right.
When we do, we'll put it out there. We'll let it be known. When the plans came for the Old Orange Jewelers, it's out there.
Yep.
So,
All right, let's talk about some of the things you have been involved with. The chili cook-off this year, that was big.
Chili cook-off was awesome this year. We had great weather, really good weather. I think we had the most cars we've ever had, probably the most motorcycles because the weather was so nice. We did a little swapping around of the tent and the format, or not the format, but the layout. We did a pancake breakfast in the morning, of which coming up next year, it falls on Pancake Day. So we're hoping to keep that going. And there were a lot of people. So I thought it was a great success. A lot of charity groups volunteered and made a lot of money for their groups, which I think is awesome. DDA, again, the DDA does not make any money off of this event. Basically, we put the money up, and whatever money is made over what we put in, we donate out, minus the volunteer hours, which are automatically paid out.
Yeah, it's a good investment for the service groups for sure who volunteer.
So our goal as the DDA is to not make money, but to just break even and give away a lot of money.
Right. Also, Citizens Academy, they graduated another class. I was happy to be the first Citizens Academy to graduate.
Probably a couple years ago.
Yeah, our good friend Bruce Shippey was running it, and great class for sure.
And we get kudos for it, and I give Sergeant Lewis and Sergeant Pavlov a lot of credit, along with the chief, for keeping it going and doing what they do. And I haven't heard a complaint yet from any of the participants. So,
I didn't get a shirt.
and again, that's community engagement that I think does nothing but give us some transparency, hopefully build up some more trust. We put out, this is what we're doing, this is how we do it, this is why the police do what they do, which I believe helps everybody involved.
I'll tell you what, it opened my eyes and a lot of eyes to see what the police have to go through. I mean, it's crazy, it really is. I highly recommend people taking it.
It is an awesome program, and yeah, people, unfortunately the police get a lot of flack because they're making one side unhappy.
Yep.
If it's a neighbor dispute, one of the neighbors isn't going to be happy with the decision, and they had the rules and the law to go by, and how I believe our officers handle. They have the training to handle the situations really fair and straightforward.
Yeah, they have to make a lot of decisions out there in the field,
Split second.
Yeah, split second.
And I think our officers are awesome.
Yeah, I do too. And our fire. They're all fantastic, all our first responders.
Yep.
Here's some 30-plus years businesses that you recognized.
Yep. Let's see. I see Auto One. I see Manka's, American Legion. A few more I don't remember, or see Elite. Like I say, there were 90. And Zach and the communications department are rolling them out alphabetically. So we're getting them out there. I think I was really happy to do it. It took us a few days to get to all the businesses, and a couple we went back and forth on. But I believe the businesses really appreciated us. Mm-hmm. Showing the recognition and the appreciation,
sure.
I think goes a long way for involvement.
It does, really does. The sidewalk program, that was big this year.
That's another one. A lot of people, I won't say a lot. A few people fought us on it a little bit. That were getting them. And then afterwards, a lot of them, not all, but a lot of them said, "I'm glad you did it."
Mm-hmm.
When they saw we weren't cutting trees down, we weren't affecting it a lot, other than making it walkable, making it ADA compliant. People didn't have to go through the street to get around places. So I think we're pretty close to Ford Road now.
Yeah. This happens to be our front yard.
Huh?
This happens to be my sidewalk.
Oh, is it? Okay.
See how they went around the tree? They did. I got to admit, they did a good job. They really did.
Well, good. Again, we had people that and we'll still fuss. But in the end, again, what's best for the community, and not everybody is getting a sidewalk. There were some where it would be too disruptive,
yeah,
or it would affect the drainage issues. Mm-hmm. And we don't have the funds to do all that, so we hit the ones we could. And I think for the most part, it's been a big success.
So is there still money left for next year?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got 2.5 million.
Yeah.
And we'll be, as much as we've done, which I guess in a general sense is Merriman to probably just past Vinoy, and then Cherry Hill to Ford, which is probably our worst area for lack of sidewalks.
Yeah.
I think we're just under $1 million, give or take.
Okay.
There, and it's a 2-year program, so I think the bids will come in again for continuing next year, and then hopefully we'll be all over the city.
Yeah.
Two companies work on it next year.
I believe that's what our plan's going to be. Council will have to approve it, but I think that's the plan because the area we did this year, again, basically Ford to Vinoy, Merriman, or Cherry Hill to Ford Road.
Yeah.
Everybody's in one area.
Yeah.
I think moving forward, it's going to be more scattered.
Mhm.
And for one company to be here and there and all over the city is
All
going to
right.
be a lot tougher to get as much done.
Yeah.
So I think that the plan is going to be to try and get two companies and really, really hit it hard next year again.
I'll tell you, for having one company though, they got a lot done, a lot accomplished this year.
Right. Well, and again, it helps to be in one area.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, instead of jumping around all over.
Right.
We talked about NAR. They're
Yep.
open, right?
Now I would say this about NAR, and because I've heard, I'm not big social media, you know that.
Yeah.
People complain of the prices, and I looked at the menu and I've been in there and ate, sampled. A good example is a filet, $49 for a filet. Now, people say, well, I can go to Texas Roadhouse or Longhorn for $20 or $25 for a filet. The difference is this is a 14-ounce filet versus the 6 or 8 that you're going to get at the other places. And they slice it up, and it'll feed a couple people. So me and my wife, she usually eats a 6-ounce. I'll eat an 8-ounce, and with the sides and everything, we're still at a 14-ounce filet, and it's going to be basically the same.
And it fed two people.
If it'll feed two people, tomahawk is 34 ounces. You know, it's huge. It'll feed five adult men. You know, and it's $125. But if you break it down, again, you're not, you know. So that's the issue I have with social media is people just see price, a name, and say, oh, it's way too outrageous, versus looking at it and going, you're getting a lot of food for that price, and you're getting a good meal. So I do like Texas Roadhouse. I like Longhorns. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just social media wise, give that a try. Their steaks I thought were really good. So.
Right. If you got a big family, you're going there with a group or whatever. I mean, you know,
Sure.
tomahawk feed a lot of people.
34 ounces. I know I'm not eating that.
I hope not.
Overs.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Yeah. Leftovers for about a month. Okay.
Yeah.
There's
There's a rendering of
Orange Grillers, Volkers.
so where do we stand? Do they have the financing yet, or what's
Last I heard, and they came before council to discuss it. They're waiting on the brownfield, some of the brownfield money to come through there. We believe they'll get it. They're eligible, and they're looking at 60 to 63 apartments, different price ranges, and then retail down on the first floor.
Mm-hmm.
And what they're going to put in there, we don't know yet. They don't know yet. But I personally, I like it.
Yeah, I think it's going to dress up that corner a lot.
I think it'll dress it up, and I also believe it's going to bring 60 apartments worth of people into the city that it's only going to help all the other businesses. That's going to attract more businesses and
help our tax base too.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
What else?
And then we have we went over these.
Yep.
Construction. Veterans Day, you had that a success.
That was a big success. I enjoy the veterans. I appreciate them. I think they don't get as much credit as they should. So I'd like to celebrate them. We kind of moved away from the high school, and we do the Veterans Day at the American Legion now.
Mhm.
which is named after Bill Kalidas, former mayor for Garden City.
Right.
It's the William Kalidas American Legion Post 396.
Mhm.
And the veterans seem to like that a lot more. Sometimes it's a little more crowded, but
Mhm.
I think they're more comfortable. Obviously, some of our veterans have some issues, and this is, a way to make them more comfortable and still celebrate them.
Right.
And it's kind of one of the things that I said with getting out with the groups and organizations to communicate and get along with.
Right. And then if anybody wants to contact you, there's your email.
Yeah, it's all over the place, which is fine. And there has been, I know a few that I'll get a few that some will slip through and I don't get back to them. But usually I will, and occasionally I'll have, if they have a question on an ordinance or an issue, I'll get with administration and they'll answer it or get back with people. If my job is not to oversee a department, but if I can help with something or an issue, I do try to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. You do. One more question. Do they also inspect the group homes in the city? Karen,
To my knowledge, they should. They are supposed to. They're all registered. I'm going to say they should. I know they have to get a C of O. They have to be inspected then. I don't know what the time frame. Like some rentals are 3-year inspections. Excuse me. Some are 3 years. Some are 1 year. I don't know the exact time frame on group homes. But yes, I would say they do get inspected or are required to.
okay. Okay. Michael Bingle said he went into NARS and it was real good. Good steak he had.
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
I guess he does have some good taste.
Yeah, right. All right. Anything else you wanted to cover before I let you go? I know it's been long.
No, thank you guys for having me on. Hopefully, I can get on a few more times. When I have time and you want to actually listen to me,
Absolutely. Yeah.
run off here. Enjoy it, and it's. I think the city's going in the right direction. I really.
Yep.
I think we're working on cleaning up a few things, and I think we're getting there.
Yeah, at least you got a few things to address, but you're going to address it. And whenever you work it out, come back and let us know. All right.
I would be more than happy to. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, we appreciate you and thanks for coming on. And good luck on the upcoming election next year.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take care, Mayor.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Have a good evening.
You too. All right. Once again, there's Mark Jacobs' email. If you need to contact him, go to jacobsm@gardencitymi.org. All right. 1 hour we spent. We're going to get Mike in here now with some community events, and then we'll close out the show. You ready to rock and roll?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
Well, that's when
Okay, it's time for some
you make me cry,
Mike
say you're gonna
in
leave.
here. Mike,
You know it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die.
All right. We got a few new ones, a few old ones, and here we go.
Free turkeys to the first 100 people in line, Saturday, November 22nd.
That's at
Where's
the
this taking place at?
Garden City Pond,
Okay, Garden City Pond.
32555 Ford Road,
All right.
10 a.m.
Hat and glove exchange. Donate new hats and gloves or take what you need. All available through the end of December at the Garden City Library.
Oh, that's good. Stay warm.
Straight Farmhouse.
They have a plethora of events.
a plethora of events, and they do have open house on Wednesdays and Saturdays from noon to 3.
Joe Bartley wants to remind us that the Garden City Business Alliance is having their meeting tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. at the Straight Farmhouse.
Okay.
You can attend and see what they're up to. This is the fire department
Scan the
T-shirts.
code to order, gear up, and give back.
Yeah, if you want, you can freeze frame and scan that barcode there,
Yeah.
that QR code, I mean, and takes you to their website, and you can choose your shirt and support the Garden City Fire Department.
Now booking birthday parties at the Garden City Ice Arena. Private party room, ice skating, fun for all ages. Memorable, stress-free celebrations. Call 734-793-1882.
And let me mention a few people that are in there watching. I wanted to do that earlier. Dan Bartley's in there from D&D Sports Chat. Derek Parton from D&D Sports Chat. Joe Bartley from J&J Taxes and More. Dennis Dykman, the owner of the Carpet Cleaner. Let's see, who else? We got Mike Leica in there. Patty Fix is in there. Mrs. Chat's in there. Karen Downey is watching. Thank you for watching. Michael Bingo, appreciate you. Boy, several others that I can't see right now, but yeah, we had a good crowd in there tonight. Thank you. Sandland Parade gear.
Okay, Sandland Parade. It's the last Saturday of November.
Mm-hmm.
Goes from the high school down to Ford Road, and from there it turns left and goes into the parking area.
Yeah, on Central.
Yeah.
There's another QR code. You can scan that right now and choose
Get your shirts and sweater shirts.
appropriate attire.
Bingo at the Rec. Get ready to shout bingo and win an amazing prize at this fun-filled event. You will play multiple rounds, and there will be plenty of opportunities to win big. It's the first and third Monday of each month from 12:30 to 2. Ages 50 and older, $5 a person. Mindful motion, low impact aerobics, stretching, and balancing. I can use all the low impact stuff you can get.
Yeah, I think we're going to try this when Cheryl gets up on her feet.
Mondays from 9:30 to 10:30. Ages 50 and older, drop in. $2 for residents, $3 for non-residents.
At the Radcliffe Center.
Yep. Food drive, December 12th.
Battle of the Badges.
Yeah, this is you can drop off your canned goods and designate them for either the fire department or the police department.
Mm-hmm.
They're both drop-off sites are in the police department while they finish the work on the fire department.
Right. Now through December 12th.
Yeah.
And they're both winners in our book, right?
Yeah. Professional carpet cleaning. This is one of our regular guys that was in there tonight.
Yep.
Carpet cleaner, Dennis Dykman, tile and grout, hardwood floor, upholstery cleaning, 734-299-6496.
Yes, sir. He got his truck up and running, and he's doing carpets.
Tops meeting at the Garden City Senior Center, Thursdays from 10 to 11. Tops can help you reach your weight loss goals by providing you with the tools, information, support, and accountability you need to be successful. Fee is $1 drop in at the Radcliffe Center. Call 734-793-1850 if you have any questions.
Did I mention Mike Leica? He's also in there too. He is the owner of AquaChem Solutions Carpet Cleaning as well. Does a great job.
Yep. Garden City Parks and Recreation, new dashboard advertisements. 1 year, 185, 2 years, 235, 3 years, 285. And these are what, 4 by 8?
8 foot by 3 foot. Yep.
3 by 8, yeah.
Oh.
Email or call us at GardenCityMI.org. Call 734-793-1886. Every Monday, chat at the rec. Looking for some good discussion? Stop at the rec, Radcliffe Center, to chat over coffee or tea. Meet us at, that's just the address for Radcliffe Center, 1751 Radcliffe Street, Garden City. Learn about senior center and events that they have there. Any questions, call 734-793-1850.
Yep.
G&J Taxes and More. It's getting close.
Yes, it is.
Accounting and Tax Service. He's located at 30,900 Ford Road, Suite G. You can reach him best by email, but you can also call at 734-523-8291. Individual and small business taxes and accounting.
Yeah, he does it all. He does a great job. He's our tax guy.
Yeah, he'll be on the show starting in January, I think.
Yes, sir.
Ace Masonry, 30 years experience, brick, block, and stone. Jay Piner's the owner, 734-469-0633. When the scaffolding comes down, the only thing left to stand on is the craftsmanship.
Awesome.
Okay, was it our home food pantry?
Yeah.
How to help. I can't read any of that fine print.
Yeah, they just need a bunch of stuff: peanut butter, jelly, mac and cheese, canned vegetables, cereal, all kinds of stuff. You can drop it off at Radcliffe Center over there.
Yeah. Winter coat distribution, Saturday, November, what is that? 18th,
15th.
15th.
Yep.
From 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. A new coat, gloves, and hat. Children coat sizes 12 medium to teen XL. First come, first served. All supplies last at 3144 South Wayne Road. That's the Notre Dame Council Knights of Columbus.
Right, exactly.
Fundraiser at Applebee's, 20% of all proceeds go to Haven of Love Dog Rescue on Monday, November 17th. Applebee's is Middle Belt Road in Livonia, 4 to 9, dine in, takeout, or pickup.
Nice.
Pizza Palooza, a new location and quarter auction, benefiting the American Cancer Society, Relay for Life of Westland, Western Wayne County, on November 8th, or is that November
18th?
18th, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Yeah. That's going to be at the Wayne Ford Civic.
Okay.
Teen children 7 and under $5.
Okay, Thanksgiving lunch. We just got our tickets.
Okay.
In fact, I have their flyer here.
Mm-hmm.
Lunch is going to be on November 21st from 12 to 2 at the Radcliffe Center. $15 for residents, $20 for non-residents.
Yep.
If you have any questions, call 734-793-1850.
Right.
The Diary of Anne Frank is being produced at the high school. Is that right?
Yep.
November 21st and 22nd at 7 o'clock p.m. and November 23rd at 2 o'clock p.m.
Yep. Tickets are, let me see if I can read that.
I can.
$10 for adults, $10 for students, senior and military and seniors.
Okay. 22nd annual senior Thanksgiving dinner. Help us spread the holiday spirit.
Yep.
On Monday, November 20th, the sports venue, by giving a free Thanksgiving dinner to all seniors living in Garden City and surrounding areas. Anyone who would like to donate, please bring items in before November 20th.
Yeah.
And then they got a whole list of things that they need.
Right.
And if even if you're not receiving a free dinner, it's a good meal and it's a good cause. And you can just go and give your whatever your donation is.
Mhm.
Understanding Medicare presented by Priority Health, November 25th from 1 to 2 at the Garden City Public Library. Everything you need to know before enrolling in Medicare. Stuffed Thanksgiving skate. Burn off the turkey with us. Friday, November 28th. $8 admission, $3 skate rental from 1 o'clock to 2:30 at the Garden City Ice Arena. First annual holiday craft show. Haven of Love Dog Rescue. Tickets are only $50. All proceeds from tables benefit Haven of Love Dog Rescue. Special guest is going to be old Saint Nick himself. Calling all artisans, markets, makers, bakers, our holiday craft show needs you. Saturday, November 29th, 11 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Garden City Radcliffe Center.
Yep.
Christmas Craft Fair. The Grinch is going to be the special guest. All entry items or a $1 entry fee or a can of food. This is going to be held at 1055 South Wayne Road in Westland, Michigan, VFW Post 3323.
Yep. November 29th from 11 to 5.
Okay. Parents Night Out, Garden City Parks and Recreation presents Parents Night Out. Games, craft, and pizza, $20 for child, $10 for sibling ages 5 to 12. They have one on December 5th and another one on January 9th. This is Fridays from 5:30 to 9 o'clock p.m. So you can drop the kiddies off and the parents can actually go home and actually have some free time with their special.
Yep.
Any questions? Okay. Winter Wonderland Arts and Crafts Show, Friday and Saturday, December 5th and 6th at Lutheran Westland and 33,300 Cowan Road in Westland. It's December 5th and 6th.
That's a big craft show over there.
Yeah. And a Jolly Christmas Craft Show, ho, 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 December 6th from 10 to 4. Good Hope Lutheran at 28680 Cherry Hill Road in Garden City.
Okay. Mayor Jacobs just texted me. He says, don't forget the Sandland Parade and the tree lighting. We mentioned the Sandland Parade and the tree lighting. We didn't mention.
We got a Christmas party at the Radcliffe Center on Friday, December 12th from 12 to 2.
Yeah.
$20 for residents, $25 for non-residents.
Right.
Music, drink, food, raffles, 50-50.
We got another one here at Good Hope Lutheran.
Jolly Christmas Craft Show, December 6th, 10 to 4. Good Hope Lutheran on 28680 Cherry Hill Road in Garden City.
Yep.
Westland Historical Society presents a holiday night at the Village on Saturday, December 6th from 5 to 8 p.m.
Yep. 857 North Wayne Road.
Craft and Vendors Show, December 6th, 10 to 3. Didn't we do this already?
No, this is another one. There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of craft shows this season. Holy mackerel. This is December 6th, 10 to 3.
At the high school.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. All right.
Basketball, grades 3 through 8. The evaluations on December 6th. Season starts in January. Register online, open gym, and walk-up registration at the Garden City Middle School. It's $125. Neighborhood Christmas Party, December 10th.
Yep.
Wednesday.
At 5:30.
at 5:30. Registration required.
This is at the Salvation Army on West Warren and Dearborn Heights,
Okay.
between Inkster and Beach.
Neighborhood Watch. Neighborhood Watch is back second Tuesday of every month, 7 p.m. at the Garden City Police Department. Share with your neighbors. The next meeting is December 9th. Oh boy, another craft show. Christmas Craft and Fair. Dazzling craft shows. Join us for the annual Christmas Craft and Fair. This is December 20th.
Yeah, it's close to Christmas right there.
I guess. Garden City PTA Founders Day and Garden City Public Schools Hometown Sports Spirit Awards
Yep.
is going to be on February 11th. So we want to save the date.
2026 already.
Yep.
All right, that's all I got.
Okay. Is there anything in the marketplace that we didn't cover? Not much, I don't think.
We got just about everything.
Yeah. Let me flip through it real quick.
Here, I want to take a minute
Oh,
to
digest.
wish my son Derek a happy birthday tomorrow.
Huh.
I won't say how old he is, but he's catching up to me. No, not really.
No, I think you've got a lead that you won't give away. Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Derek for sure.
Anyway, the Wayne County Light Fest is going to be from November 20th to December 4th from 6 to 10 on Wednesdays through Sundays. That's always a good event. Get some nice pictures.
Yeah.
Straight from. I guess the Rotary's doing piano thing went quite well. Selfies with Santa, December 13th from 12 to 3 at Barson's Greenhouse. Free to elementary school-age children.
Right.
Enjoy cookies and hot chocolates. Receive a gift from Santa. That's sponsored by the Garden City Kiwanis and the Rotary. Okay, what else we got? Craft and vendor show. We had enough of those.
Yeah.
You can go to a craft show about every week
Right.
for the rest of the year.
I want to put up Mayor Jacobs' contact information again for everybody. If you need to contact him, he will make himself available. So
Open gym.
give him some time.
Radcliffe, Wednesdays 4 to 8. Thursdays 2 to 6. That's an open gym. Stuff, Thanksgiving skate. We already talked about that. Nerf Ward,
Yeah.
January 17th, November 22nd from 11 to 12, ages 7 to 11, $10 per resident at the Garden City Ice Arena.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it.
Okay. Well, we're an hour and 22 minutes.
Yeah, it's a long one.
Yeah, it was a long one, but a lot of good information from the mayor.
Yeah.
All right. With that said, I think we're ready to call this a podcast.
Podcast. Yeah.
I want to thank my fantastic co-hosts, Dr. Tom and Mike Jones. Great job as always. Huge thank you to Mayor Mark Jacobs from Garden City. Once again, there's his contact information if you need to get a hold of him. Had some good information tonight. Remember, this show will be available right after we sign off tonight on Facebook. So we hope you'll catch it at your convenience, especially if you tuned in late by going to facebook.com/GCChat. Feel free to share the show with your friends as well. Also catch us on our YouTube channel. Just search for the Garden City Community Chat Show. And you'll find not only this show, but all our past shows as well. Click on the live tab and please subscribe to the channel by clicking on the subscribe button. We would appreciate that. And at the end of all our shows, Mike and I like to thank the healthcare workers, first responders, police and fire, everyone on the front lines who serve and protect us every day. We can't thank you enough. Be safe. We want you to know you and your families are in our thoughts and prayers every day. And whenever you see any of these heroes, please let them know how much you appreciate them. Any final thoughts, Mike?
I urge you to get vaccinated. We just did ours at our
Yep.
latest doctor's appointment. They had both the flu and the COVID.
Yep, we got ours. We're all set too. Remember, the success of a community depends on the community. So please please support your local businesses. And please don't hesitate. Like Mike said, vaccinate. Remember, you're not only protecting yourself, you're protecting others as well. And Mike, if you see something,
Say something.
absolutely, we need to look out for one another out there. For all your weather information, be sure to head on over to dappertomsweather.com. Got a great user-friendly website over there, a lot of good information. So we hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks for listening. If you'd like to contact any of us here at the chat for any reason, email us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com. We do like to hear from our listeners. Let us know how we're doing, what you'd like to see more of. If you'd like to be a guest on our show, if you own a business or you belong to an organization, contact us, gccommunitychat@gmail.com. We'd love to have you. We will see you right back here next Thursday, November 20th already, right here live on Facebook and YouTube. So until then, remember you can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/GCChat and on your YouTube channel at just search for the Garden City Community Chat Show. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We would appreciate it, okay? Thanks for watching. Stay safe and good night. Mike, take care.
Good night.
Night.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for watching tonight. We appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the show. The mayor had a lot of good information. Hope we answered a lot of your questions for you. So we'll see you next week live right here on Facebook and YouTube. Take care and have a great weekend. Good night.